Have you ever had this experience that you know God is calling you out to start a business, but you are not sure that which idea you should go after? You look around, it seems everybody else know what they are doing. Or you have some ideas, you want to move forward, but then you feel like you don't have enough resources to get started. If so, then today's episode is for you. Hey Dory, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, Kelly, for having me. Great to see you again.
Yeah, and you guys Dory is not first time come to the Christian CEO podcast, and we will put her previous episode in the show notes. Today's focus is really that Dory share a story about how God impact on her business, and probably the ripple effects can be also her client's life. So Dory, please take away.
Sure thing. Well, it's interesting, Kelly, how sometimes when you're doing something and you think, okay, this is great, this is my lane, this is where I'm going to be, and wouldn't you know it, God comes in and says, nah, I'm going to shift you over here. And it's usually something that you never thought of in a million years. For example, way back when, it was about 17 years ago, I auditioned for a church band with no experience and no lessons. I had never performed before, but I always wanted to play percussion mainly, which is bongos and congas. A lot of my gear is at my church now, but here's like the green conga drums there. Gives you an idea of what I was playing. Standing up and playing, I called myself Sheila E. without the stilettos, And I just prayed to God, okay, I'm going to audition with this band. I did not know that they all had played professionally. And then there was me. So I actually prayed, God, just give me the beats that I need. Let them come through my hands at the right time so I don't make a complete fool of myself. So the music kicks in. I'm following the drummer. At least I knew that. And I'm trying to keep the beat, but there were so many different things to play. It was like a kid in a candy store. But I guess I did okay because I passed the audition. It was a Thursday night. They said, see you Sunday. And I said, as in this coming Sunday? So I thought they were either extremely brave or extremely desperate. I'm not sure which, or just super nice. Let's give the kid a chance. They knew that music was in my DNA because they knew that my dad was a jazz musician. They knew that our son was a drummer. So they just figured, well, let's give her a shot and see what she can do. And as I was playing the first couple of times, I didn't realize how different I would feel while I was playing because I'm just trying to keep up. But I realized, oh my gosh, as soon as I would start playing, I would feel a whoosh of the Holy Spirit come right through me. And all of a sudden I had all this energy. And I'm like, I don't know where these beats are coming from, but they sound pretty cool. and I also realized that it helped me focus and feel less stressed. And there was an after effect, like even a few days later, I still felt pretty good. So I actually Googled, is there such thing as drum therapy? I didn't know what was behind all this. And sure enough, there is a whole field. It's relatively new. And there's no degree program, but you can get certified. And I found two organizations. I went for training, and I did get certified through an organization that's internationally known. Well, both of them are internationally known. But Drums and Disabilities seemed to be a better fit for me because it was formed by a rock drummer. And I didn't want to do drum circles. I didn't want to do African drumming. I didn't want to do any of what everybody else was doing in my community. I knew I needed to do something different, but I didn't know how.
By the way, this episode is sponsored by our very own She Inherited Founder Academy. What is She Inherited Founder Academy? It's a premier community for Christ-centered female founders to start, grow, and scale your online business elegantly. We focus on identity-aligned positioning, compassion-driven marketing, and confidence-fueled selling to establish your business and solid ground for accelerated growth. In short, real women build real business and serve a real God. Inside the community, we focus on 4 key areas, but not limited to. We talk about, first of all, you becoming the CEO that God has called you to be. We talk about biblical principle for business, clarity on your short-term and long-term goals, and build a bridge between where you are now to where you want to be. Learn how to steward 5 essential areas in your business and life, master the business legal and administration and finance and so on. How to articulate the value of your offers, how to create that sell out offer suite for your business, and which platform you should choose, what kind of content machine you should build in order to solidify your foundation, and also to be able to attract the right type of clients and generate the income and impact as well. So if you're one of those Christ-centered female founders and you would like to have a community like this to support you at a very, very reasonable price, well, we have a founding member price promotion at the moment. Just go to kellybutler.com/founder for detailed information. Wow. So I hope that this message, the story, actually, inspire, some of you out there that you might you might be feel stuck a little bit. You kind of pray to God for a long time, say, hey, Lord, what is exactly what I can do to turn my passion to profit, that type of thing. But in reality, a lot of times it's just like Dory say, because she was tuned in with Holy Spirit. And when God was shifting her focus to a different place that she did not plan, she did not expect, and that's caused all these lovely, sequential things happened. So
exactly.
Yeah. So Dory, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's interesting too. I want people to know that when I started, I didn't even have any of these drums here at all. I now have about 20 of these djembes. But when I first started, I had that one drum back there, which isn't even the right kind, but I didn't know it. It's heavy as all get out. It's got a gold rim around it. It was, I always joke, I had one drum and a dream. That's all I had. And I hardly had any money to start up with. So the rest of the things that happened could only have been God. I went into a local drum shop and I told them, hey, I would really like to start a program to help kids with special needs. At that time, I was thinking of, I'm going to work with kids with ADHD issues because I had a background as an educational consultant and a private tutor. I had worked with many kids with those types of symptoms. And I knew drumming would be a bit different and more fun. And also kids on the autism spectrum. Well, they loved that idea. And they connected me with a drum company. And they said, Dory, you need to reach out to Toka Percussion. They can help you out. I said, really? So again, folks, that's definitely a divine appointment. And you've got to listen. You've got to obey. I could have blown it off and said, yeah, whatever. They're never going to help me out. But I didn't. I contacted them, and right away, I am not making this up, they said, wow, we're looking for people to have programs that work with young people because we have an education arm. Dory, welcome to the Toka family. And I went, oh my gosh, like that? What do you need? And I said, I need more drums. So, because I wanted to do group events. And so the drum company hooked me up and I got drums at a super discount. And it worked out really well. And I've been working with them ever since. So even for private clients, I can get them drums at a discount. But I never would have thought of that. So I started out with just, I think, 8 djembes. So I did little small group events and it just grew from there. And it's just been amazing what God has done, who he has sent me, what he has provided when I needed, doors that he had opened that I never would have thought that I would be stepping into, including online, virtually with people all over the world. I didn't see that at all. But you just never know. It was just a question of having a little bit of faith, wanting to do something to not only help people, but also, spread the love of Jesus everywhere I go. They hear a lot of my personal story, which we covered in the last podcast. And I'm basically sharing my testimony. It doesn't matter where I am, they get to hear it anyway. It's my story. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, exactly. And before we wrap up, I just gonna say this. So what you just heard, and basically it means like I often say, the grace and favor, it comes with your in-season assignment.
Right.
So for Dory, that was God's in-season assignment for her. While she did not know, she did not have a clue, but every step of way, as she take one step to move forward, the door keep upon opening for her. So guys, we just hope that you take this message and will inspire you to step out that first step of faith that whatever God is telling you now. Thank you so much, Dory, for coming on the show to share the story and to encourage us.
Sure thing. You're never too old and it's never too late to rock what you got.
Yay! And if you like this video and this episode, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share with others so more Christ-centered leaders have the opportunity to consume this type of valuable content. Before I go, I just want to remind you that you can click on the screen, go to the next business growth videos, and I will see you in the next episode.